Welcome back to Sub 4, the show where we discuss a controversial topic in high school track and field and cross country in 4 minutes or less.
This week's topic, we're going to tell you what is the most difficult cross country course in the nation.
We posed the question on Twitter, and this is what you said.
XC All-American Seth Hurst claimed that the Roy Griak at University of Minnesota was the toughest in all the land.
Bold statement. Almost everyone in California races at Mount Sac, and so, of course, we weren't that surprised, and that was one of the most popular responses. Joaquin Martinez, who ran the second fastest time in the meet last weekend in 14:37, said, "Especially when it's hot, dry, and dusty out."
But another course out west that not a lot of people have heard of is Palos Verdes home cross country course. That's right, Mark Polachek said it's statistically 80 to 90 seconds slower than the Mount Sac course. The hills are called Agony and Misery. That's crazy. Another course with very cleverly named hills is that of the Rimrock XC course at University of Kansas, where runners have to climb a hill called Cemetery Hill without dying.
Ooh, scary. Chris Wolcott wrote, "Going up the Billy Mills ascent just before finishing along the Jim Ryan skyline is brutal."
Apparently, New York is brutal as well, as 3 of our most popular responses were from the Empire State: Sunken Meadows, Bowdoin Park, and Monroe Woodbury.
Wow. New York senior editor Kyle Brazil gave his personal vote to Monroe Woodbury and said, "But seriously, the only thing that rivals it might be Bull Run."
I can totally see Kyle saying it like that, but 2015 Foot Locker finalist and defending Maryland State Cross Country champion Maria Coffin agreed. She sent us this video and said, "Bull Run for sure. This video does not even do it justice. My dog would not even walk up the hill the second time, but we had to."
But if you ask MileSplit Maryland, they'll nominate the Woodsboro Park course. The guys from MileSplit Maryland tweeted, "A 9:29 2-miler couldn't break 17 minutes for 5K last week at the county meet." Andy Carr, the coach at Milton High School in Georgia, ran the Bull Run course back in the late 70s, early 80s. He says, "Yes, that's a tough one, especially for a state meet course." But he goes on to say that his home course at Milton High School may make a challenge to Hereford. Check out this video of the course.
Grass, bark chip, many turns and hills make this course difficult to get on any kind of rhythm.
But what about courses out west that are at elevation? Those must be harder, right?
Albuquerque Academy head coach Adam Kedge, he nominates Los Alamos Golf Course. He says it's a 3-mile rolling hill course that is mixed of hard-packed dirt and grass, and it starts and finishes at 7,340 feet of elevation.
What? That sounds hard. Billy, what's the hardest course you've ever run?
We ran Mount Sac the other day. It was pretty tough, but I didn't race it. Hardest one I ever raced was for sure Penn State University's home course on those golf courses. Last uphill, about 1.5 miles of rut row, tough stuff.
Sounds
Jojo,
like a killer.
what's your favorite?
I'm gonna agree with Maria Coffin on this one. The Bull Run Invitational at Hereford High School is also the Maryland State Meet course, and it is ridiculous. There's this thing called the dip where you have to go all the way down, all the way up. Most brutal course in the country, 100%.
Right there, you heard it right there. So you heard our picks, we saw your picks. You gotta tune in next week though, as we have a special guest coming in to say what he thinks is the toughest course in all the land. Tune in later, bye.